Imagine you're one of the lucky motherfuckers living somewhere in rich Europe where you don't have to fear starving, you can live a pretty normal life until recently without the fear of any war. Thanks Putin, you little bitch. You're free to travel between 27 countries without even showing your passport. And then God decides for you that you have to live somewhere in Eastern Europe. While western parts of Europe like Germany, the Netherlands, UK, France and Swiss are blessed with the magical thing called money, nice logistics between them, good infrastructure and nice international relationships, most of the central and eastern part of Europe somehow still has not recovered completely from the collapse of Soviet Union. All the beautiful things like corruption, gopniks and bad streets was and is a big bottleneck for the development of economy and culture. But wait, there is hope. A new alliance has formed between 12 countries in the region that want to stop being Europe's cheap labor pool and start getting some of that sweet infrastructure and economic development for themselves. I'm talking about the Three Seas Initiative, aka the TSI, not to be confused with the TSA that makes you take off your shoes and have your balls fondled at airports. The glorious mastermind behind it all is Polish President Andrzej Duda. I can't think of a better man for the job. I mean, what other head of state can spit bars like him?
Bo tu i teraz ostra ziemia, ostry kurz. Wczoraj znika w nieostrości, jutro, dzisiaj, zaraz już. Nie pytają cię o imię, walczą z ostrym cieniem mgły.
The Three Seas Initiative is like a club made of 12 Central and Eastern European countries. Think of the bad guys smoking cigarettes behind the school. This alliance was first launched in 2016 at a summit in Dubrovnik, Croatia. Since then, the presidents and ministers of the 12 member countries have met annually to discuss how to better cooperate and integrate their economies. These countries are located between the Baltic Sea, the Adriatic Sea and the Black Sea, which is where the name Three Seas comes from. The member countries are Poland, Hungary, the Czech Republic, Slovakia, Austria, Slovenia, Croatia, Bulgaria, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia and Romania. Now, Belarus hasn't been invited to this party because they've got bigger problems at the moment with a crazy dictator and a pretty toxic relationship with Russia. Actually, even Ukraine was considered for membership, but was only added as a strategic partner as they still have to deal with the motherfucker from Moscow. You know which other country got cock-blocked as well? At the third meeting in Bucharest in September 2018, former Foreign Minister Heiko Maas declared that Germany was interested in participating in the initiative as a bridge builder and moderator in the spirit of European unity. Maas applied for full membership of Germany in a group of states. Germany was only offered partner status without voting rights. Now that the boring details are out of the way, let's go to the fun stuff. The Three Seas Initiative wants to invest billions in infrastructure to better connect the region. We're talking highways, railways, ports, pipelines, 5G networks, anything that makes it easier for goods, services and people to move around. This will help to modernize the crumbling Soviet-era infrastructure that most of the region is still stuck with. They have set a goal to invest over 100 billion euro into projects by 2030. Some key targets include building 2,000 kilometers of new highways and rail lines by 2025, integrating gas networks across the region by 2030, and bringing 5G coverage to all urban areas by 2025. For example, they want to build more LNG terminals to reduce dependence on Russian gas and pipelines. For now, Putin can wave his nukes around while he regulates gas supplies. And there's not much Eastern Europe can do about it. Expect maybe throw some old borscht at him. The Three Seas Initiative will also fund projects to move away from coal and other fossil fuels towards renewable energy. That way, Poland will stop looking like Mordor and Romanian towns can shed their delightful post-apocalyptic charm. But where will the billions in funding come from, you ask? The Three Seas Initiative hopes to tap into European structural funds and attract foreign investment from entities like the IMF, World Bank and US. In fact, the Trump administration was a big supporter of the alliance and saw it as an opportunity to counter China's influence in the region. At the 2017 Three Seas Summit in Warsaw, Trump said that the initiative had the full and enthusiastic support of the United States and he wasn't just paying lip service. The US has committed over $1 billion to infrastructure projects across the Three Seas nations through the International Development Finance Corporation. So while the TSI is asking the European Union and other partners for money, it also got the US angling to fund projects as part of its global power games with China. Even with Trump out of the office, the strategic importance of Central Eastern Europe means the US will likely keep keep chipping in. But they're not just begging for handouts. These countries also aim to generate funding by ramping up their exports, transportation services and energy production capacity through projects funded by the initiative. Basically, the plan is to leverage the new infrastructure to produce and sell more goods and services to the rich kids, while also getting them to chip in some scraps so Eastern Europe can grab a seat at the cool table too. So while the Three Seas initiative holds promise, it remains to be seen if it can deliver. But if successful, it could reshape Central and Eastern Europe and put it on more equal footing with its Western neighbors. For those of us stuck in the East, this could mean less dealing with gopniks and more chances to get a small slice of that sweet Western European pie. So for once, there seems to be hope for the Eastern Bloc motherfuckers. But we'll have to wait and see if that hope turns into actual improvement or if it's just another empty promise. In the meantime, we'll keep dreaming of the day we can flex like Germany or France. Stay strong, Central Eastern Europe. Let me know what you think of the TSI in the comments. Should we get our hopes up or expect more disappointment? Smash the like button if you want Eastern Europe to stop being a joke. And hit subscribe to show my mother that working at the factory of Volkswagen is not the only option for me.